Hey everyone, Aurora here with Create You. Welcome to Free Yoga Friday. Every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do a 30-minute all levels yoga class for you to start your weekend out. And today is going to be a energizing, warming class here on the East Coast. We're experiencing a very cold, windy, and rainy day. And so if you're wherever you are, you might be in the midst of a season change. And usually when the seasons are changing, particularly when we're moving into fall, late fall, early winter time, this can make us feel kind of cold, a little scattered. Maybe you feel like you can't get on top of your work or get caught up. And this is what in Ayurveda they call Vata season. So this class today is going to kind of combat that. Also, because of this, I am hosting a mindset challenge. So you can sign up online for the mindset challenge all for the month of November. This is really just focused on getting your mind in a good place, finding new mindful habits, and staying motivated, staying energized through this seasonal transition. Okay, so let's get started. If you have a massage ball or tennis ball or something like that, we're going to use that in class. So just grab that and come back to meet me on the mat. As always, blocks or a water bottle can be helpful. And when you're ready, just come to a comfortable seated position. Lower or close your eyes. Roll the shoulders back. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. And just ground down here for a moment, turning your awareness inward. Letting the mind quiet. Sometimes our mind, this wonderful tool that we have, can run rampant in the body and just flood us with all the things we need to do, all the things that we're thinking about might happen, or maybe all the things that happened yesterday. And when we come into this practice, we're just trying to let the mind wind down, kind of just let go of those thoughts. Take another deep inhale through your nose and exhale. And if you're having trouble quieting your mind this morning, it might help to bring your awareness to your body, noticing how you're feeling today, how you're showing up. Noticing any areas of tension. I've been noticing a tightening in my thoracic spine area. Deep breath in and out. It can also help to focus on your breath. Noticing how your breath feels in your body. How it sounds. And if your mind keeps turning, just acknowledge the thoughts and let them go. And come back to this practice. So that's what we're doing here. We're just practicing to be more mindful, practicing to take care of our body. Take another deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Flutter your eyes open. And on your next inhale, we're going to inhale our chest forward and roll it to the left and pull it behind us and roll it over to the right as we exhale. So it's going to look like this. Inhale. Exhale. And you can shift your breathing to your nose. Inhale. Exhaling through your nose or your mouth here. Just moving at your own pace here. Slowly. Let's go in this direction one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to switch directions. This time inhaling to the right, pausing at the back. You can even hold your breath at the top. And then exhaling, coming around to the front, pausing at your exhale. Inhale to the right, pausing at the back. Exhale to the left, pausing at the front. Continue here. And let's do one more breath this way. Good, excellent. We're going to build off this a little bit. And we're going to inhale and move in a complete circle. So we're going to inhale and move in a complete circle to our left and come all the way back to the front. And then we're going to exhale in a complete circle to our right, all the way back to the front. So it's going to look like this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do the same thing, but switch directions. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. And just keep going here. We're warming up the spine, warming up the core area, bringing some energy and heat into the body, which we desperately need on these colder days. Let's do this one more time. Excellent. Walk your hands forward. Come to tabletop position. with your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips wide. We're going to continue our breath work with cat-cow, adding in more of the body movements. Inhaling, looking up slightly, lifting the sit bones up, dropping the belly down, filling up completely. And then we're going to exhale, tuck our chin to our chest and round the back. Imagine that you're pulling the belly button up to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you can take this as deep as you want, coming into a really nice back bend here, if that feels good. Exhaling, really tucking, really rounding the spine. Or maybe you want to bring even more energy into the body. You want to add some movement with the hips. Maybe sometimes I like to inhale my head to one side and my hips to the other. So I can inhale, turn my head to the right, left hip pushes out, and then exhale, bringing it back to center. Just find movement that feels good to you. Let's do this for 2 more breaths. And come to pause. Plant your left hand and reach your right arm forward to set up for spinal balancing. Extend your left leg back, keeping your left foot on the ground. And think about engaging the core here and pelvic floor. So we want the belly button pulling towards the spine, nice neutral pelvic position, and then engaging the pelvic floor muscles. From here, if it feels okay to float the foot, you can float the foot up and work on strengthening that core. You know, if you're healing your core, you want to keep that back foot down, right? You want to be very careful about that. Release down and take it to the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back, and then you decide to float that fit or not. I've been talking with several people about the difference between healing the core and strengthening the core. And, I realize that a lot of people don't really know the difference. So I think I'm going to try to focus on that a little bit more. So stay tuned, but bring it down. Most importantly, just always do what feels right for your body. Spread the fingertips wide, tuck your toes, lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk it out here, pedaling the feet, pressing into one heel and then the other. Release the neck. You can move the head side to side if that feels good. And then walk your feet to your hands and come to ragdoll position, grabbing for opposite elbows. You can have a slight bend in the knees here, then just rock side to side. Release the neck. Pause. Roll all the way up, mountain pose. On your next inhale, reach your arms to the sky, sink down, chair pose. Hold here in chair. And then bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Bring your left elbow towards your right knee. Now you can bring your big toe and heel to touch. You don't have to hook your elbow, right? You don't want to upset your lower back. Bring it back to center and take it to the other side for a twist. Back to center, release, mountain pose. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine. And then exhale, fold. You're going to take your 2 forefingers and hook your big toes. So if you need to bend your knees to make that happen, that's absolutely fine. Wing your elbows out and gently release your neck, getting into a really nice deep Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. And when you breathe into these deep stretches, really imagine that you're breathing into those muscles on every exhale. Gently release, roll back up, mountain pose. Inhale, arms to the sky, sink down, chair pose. We're going to do some active breathing here. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And on the exhale, bring your arms down and back. Inhale, lift up, fill up. Exhale. Inhale, lift up, fill up. Exhale, down and back. Really moving that stagnation out. Reach back up, chair pose. Bring your hands to prayer and heart center. We're going to step our left foot back and drop the back heel, moving right into warrior one, okay? So take your time and set up here. You can open your gait a little bit for warrior one. You want your hips in line, arms to the sky. If it's too much to have the back heel down, you can lift it up. It's nice, big. It's a big stretch in your hip flexor. Bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Push your arms behind you. Interlace all 10 fingers. Roll the shoulders out. You can stay here or start to fold forward for humble warrior. Just be mindful on how far forward you go. Rise back up. Release the bind, but keep your legs in warrior one pose. Bend your right elbow and use your left hand to gently open that shoulder and side body a little bit more. If cow face bind is in your practice, you can reach your left hand behind you and grab for opposite fingers. Just be mindful though. Starting to feel the heat in that left leg. We're going to release and we're going to open right into warrior two. Back foot is parallel to the mat, squeezing that back leg and lunging into the right leg. Flip your front palm and reverse. Nice stretch up the body. And then bring it back. Warrior two. Hands to your hips. Heel toe your left foot forward. Mountain pose. Very nice. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. And in this variation, it's nice to have a block. It's not necessary, but it's nice to have a block. We're just going to come into another forward fold. If you have the block, plant your right hand on the block or the mat. Bend your right knee and reach your left arm up to the sky. Gaze is towards your left fingertips. Getting a deep stretch in our IT band, a nice twist in the spine. And bring your left hand down to the block or the mat and reach your right arm up. Release. Gently remove the block. Roll all the way up, mountain pose. Take a deep inhale, arms to the sky, sink down, chair pose. Gently step your right foot back, coming into warrior one on the opposite side. Make some adjustments, make sure it works for you. You might notice one side's tighter than the other, it's perfectly normal. And then bring your hands to prayer and heart center, reach them behind you, interlacing all 10 fingers, roll the shoulders out. Stay here. If it feels good, you can move into humble warrior. Just being mindful of how far forward you fold. Rise back up. Release the bind. Keep your legs in position. And we're going to reach our arms up, this time bending the left elbow and using the right hand to gently open that side. Again, if it's in your practice, you can take the cow face bind, but it's not necessary. Feeling the heat in the legs. Release, open up, warrior two. This time your back foot becomes parallel to the back of the mat. We're lunging into that front leg, reaching in opposite directions. Flip your front palm and reverse. Feeling a beautiful stretch. Back to warrior two. Take one more breath here. And gently step your right foot forward. Mountain pose. We're going to end our standing practice with tree. And so you're going to root into the left foot, pressing into the big toe, pinky toe, and 2 points on the heel. And you're going to bring your right foot up to your right ankle. So basically you're just taking the weight off that right foot. You can still use it to help you stay balanced. This pose is about strengthening the grounded foot. So it doesn't matter if you're here, here, or if you have your foot all the way up here. It doesn't actually make that much of a difference for the pose itself, because this is all about strengthening your standing muscles in that foot. You can bring your hands to prayer and heart center, or keep them on your hips. It helps to find a point of focus. Helps to press into that left big toe. And just keep coming back to that grounding, those 4 points on the feet. If you're feeling strong and stable, you can reach your arms out and reach them up to the sky, maybe even one day lifting your gaze. And then bring it back, release down. Opposite leg, this time grounding into our right foot, bringing the left foot somewhere along the right leg, whether you have your left foot touching down, the calf. Again, what's most important is you're focusing on that. Balance is so. Those of you in the core classes know I talk about this a lot, how integral the core and balance are. If you're comfortable, reach your arms up and open. Maybe one day lifting the gaze. And then release down. Beautiful standing series. Excellent. We're going to come to a seated position. And you're going to extend your right leg forward, turn to face you, and bring your left foot in to your inner thigh. And we're going to turn the body to face the right foot. And so we have a tendency to kind of turn to the side here when we stretch. So what I'd like you to do is take your left hand to the right leg, the opposite side of your leg, and then bring your right hand on top. And keeping your hands here, start to slide down your leg until you find a point, keeping your back nice and straight, until you feel a point where you're stretching. Now maybe you're far enough down that you can hook your fingertips to your right big toe. Maybe you're here. It's perfectly fine. But we're keeping our spine nice and straight and keeping that left hand over to make sure we're not opening up and just kind of letting the pose get the better of us. Good. And then extend the left leg forward and bend the right foot in. Same thing here. We're bringing our right arm across the body so it's on the left side of the left leg, and then our left hand on top. And we slide it down, keeping our spine nice and straight. If you're down here, you can hook your fingers on your left big toe. You don't have to though. Little bend in the knee is helpful. And release. Bend both knees and bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. And we're going to come into a more restorative pose. So I'm going to show you a couple different options. One is to set up blocks behind you. I like to set mine in a T position and to lower back down so that your thoracic spine and neck are supported. Palms are to the sky, Baddha Konasana. This is such a beautiful, calming pose. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. Now you can stay here. If you'd like to use the massage balls, if you have one available, just simply remove the blocks. Take your massage ball in hand, and we're going to place it right behind your right shoulder. So in between your shoulder and your neck, about halfway, and then maybe 3 inches from the top crest of your shoulder. And you're just going to kind of relax into it. And really breathe into that spot. Imagining with every exhale that tightness, that area that's so tense, releases more and more. letting go. Unraveling fiber by fiber. And then you can gently take your massage ball and move it to the opposite side. Same position. You can visualize halfway between the top of your arm and your neck, and 2 to 3 inches from the crest of your shoulder. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. Really breathe into that area. Just feeling the knots unravel. Letting go of the tension. Loosening the tightness. Take another deep inhale. And release. Gently remove the massage ball. Bend your knees. And bring your ankle to your left thigh. We're just going to gently float the left leg up and thread our hands behind the left thigh for a gentle stretch here. Reclined pigeon. Keeping our breaths mindful. Exhaling into that right hip. And switch sides. And gently release. Pull both knees in. Pull them towards the body. Letting both knees fall to the right for a gentle twist. And then to the left. Bring your knees in. Pull your knees towards you. Keep your neck and spine flat on the mat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale. Release your arms and legs to the mat. Come into your final savasana, taking up space on your mat. Finding quiet for a few final moments. Allowing all of those feel-good signals to flow throughout your body, calming your mind, relaxing your muscles, bringing peace to your entire person. Take as much time as you'd like in your final Savasana. Take time to show yourself gratitude, compassion, and kindness. Take time to thank yourself for doing something good for your body and your mind. Thank you so much for joining me. The light in me sees, honors, and loves the light in you.
Thank you.